What's up YouTube, Capital G here, checking out the final Number Exceed monster that had yet to be revealed. It came to my attention on my live stream and also in my last video where I talked about a number monster. That was number 76, Gladiel the Melody La Maestra, that there was still one more number monster out there in the wild that we didn't know about, but turns out we do know about that card because it has finally been revealed. It is also going to come out in the CP19 for the OCG. Again, I think that this is going to be Battles of Legends, but I don't want you guys to hold me to that exactly. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about number 26, the Octo Bypass, the Dimensional Pathway. This is a light psychic monster, rank 3. It has 800 attack and 2400 defense, and it requires just 2 level 3 monsters, so decks like Phantom Knights and Burning Abyss, or really any deck that can put a lot of level 3s on field, can summon this relatively easily. It is a hard once per turn effect on the first effect, and that effect states at the start of the battle phase you can detach 1 material from this card. That's the cost. During this battle phase, only 1 monster can attack and its attacks become direct attacks. Okay. Second effect says at the end of the damage step, if a monster inflicted battle damage by direct attack, give control of that attacking monster to the turn player's opponent. So this is I don't know, this is a really anticlimactic end to like the legacy of number monsters. You know, I was really hoping that Konami would have one of the last number monsters be something like horrifyingly strong, something like a Dark Matter Dragon or one of the other really powerful number monsters, but this one just feels kind of underwhelming. To be honest, it reminds me very much of cards like number 41 Bagusta and I guess like Invoked Caliga. And what I mean by that is those are cards that feel like their main purpose is kind of to stall the game out, to minimize the amount of damage that your opponent can actually do. 41 Bagusta, you set them in defense mode and basically all your opponent's monsters become non-threats unless they're, you know, like link monsters. The same thing with the Invoke Caliga. It forces your opponent to only use 1 monster effect for the entire turn, and even if they have a bunch of monsters on field, they can only attack with 1 of them. This card feels very similar to that. It just feels like a much worse version of those cards, and to be honest, it kind of feels like it should have been released during the Zexal format, because to me, there's no way that this card is as powerful as something like Bagusta. I mean, it's cute that your opponent might attack you and then give you a monster, but you have to think about the fact that they know what this card does. It's not like its effect is going to sneak up on you or anything like that. Your opponent is most likely, if they're trying to do damage that badly, where they're willing to give up a monster at the end of the battle phase, they're probably going to attack you with their worst monster, or maybe since the attacks become direct attacks, maybe they'll just attack you for game with a big monster and it honestly won't even matter. That's another problem that I have with this card, is the fact that the attacks become direct attacks. So yeah, if your life points are low enough, don't put it past your opponent to summon something big enough like a Mech Knight Crusadia Astrum or a Boresword Dragon and just push through this guy and kill you, and then the damage will be, inconsequential at that point. So to me, this is a very underwhelming card. I really couldn't see this card seeing play at all unless there would be a new archetype that revolved around level 3s that was an extremely slow archetype and it needed some time to kind of ramp up. This would be a card that would help it get to turn 2, 3 and stuff like that. The fact that it doesn't have any type of, any type of way of slowing down monster effects is just kind of a problem with me, because it seems like other cards like 41 and Invoke Caliga both do that. But overall, I guess this is the end of the number journey. Again, kind of anticlimactic, but I want to know what you guys think of the brand new number 26. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you feel like it's underwhelming like I do? Leave it in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.